I'm here at Big Apple Comic Con Day 2. I'm standing with John Schneider.
Hey, JR. I'm doing fine. You know, I played a character named J.R. Collier in a movie called Collier & Company.
Did you?
Yeah. Came out last year. JR's good.
It's a good name. I like it.
I'm JR too. John Richard.
Oh.
John Richard, yeah. This is so great out here.
You liking it? You like the con?
I'm having a great time. Yeah, we've got people for Dukes. We've got people for Smallville. We've got Trekkies everywhere. We've got some pretty weird-looking people all made up and blood dripping. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. We love these things. Do you do a lot of the cons?
I have this last year. I've done more. When I was doing Smallville, I was kind of too busy to do it. We shot that up in Vancouver, so I didn't have a lot of time. But now I do, yeah.
You have a lot of the pop culture ones, though. You have the Dukes of Hazzard, you have Smallville, so a lot of them that people come here are huge fans of that.
It's great. I've had a lot of people, especially when I come to something like this, I realize what an impact the character of Jonathan Kent had on people. Had people tear up when they come up and they talk about the show where I died. It's really... It makes me feel good.
Yeah, people were really upset.
Yeah, well, they were upset, but to know that the show had that kind of an impact on people,
and that your character had that sort of connection. I'm already getting viewer questions from from the guys that are watching. They want to know if you did your own stunts in Dukes of Hazzard.
I did a lot of the driving, but I didn't do the jumps. The jumps are pretty insane. Right. Yeah, there's a reason why stuntmen are tough. Yeah.
How long did you have to train for the driving?
We just did it on the job.
You just went for it?
Yeah, but I had done a lot of illegal driving like that prior to Dukes of Hazzard.
Your training.
My training, yes. My back road training was pretty extensive.
So we're getting more questions from the viewers for Smallville.
Listen, what a great setup this is. Okay, Smallville question.
What was more enjoyable, Dukes of Hazzard or Smallville?
Well, Dukes was really more enjoyable, but I was a kid. Smallville was far more rewarding as an actor. It was really, like I said, it's great to see how the characters impact people. Even though it was Smallville, and obviously it's fiction, and Dukes of Hazzard was fiction, both those shows appear somehow to be very, very real, at least the characters. When people come up and talk to me, they made a great impression. As an actor, Smallville, definitely.
So one was a learning experience and one was a little bit more meaty for an actor?
Well, yeah, one was Dukes was a learning experience, certainly, but it was just so much fun. I mean, I was 18 years old, and if I broke a car, somebody'd bring me another one.
Nice.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
That's nice. So, as an actor, is it a little intimidating to be cast as someone as, Kent, who has been around for 60 years, as a character that's already established in several comics?
Nah. No, it's a challenge. You get a hold of something like that, and you want to make it your own. That's the job of an actor, is to make something their own. And I think I was Jonathan Kent longer than anybody.
Right. Yeah. I think you have that one.
So I enjoyed it. I mean, you've got to accept the challenge like that. Yeah. If you let it scare you, you won't do a good job.
You've done a couple of voice acting parts.
Oh yeah.
In games.
Yeah.
You enjoy that?
Yeah, I did the Duke stuff, but I also did The Mummy. There was a cartoon on for a while called The Mummy, and that was a lot of fun. And I just did another one the other day that I'm not at liberty to talk about, but it's going to be huge.
So look for it, guys.
Look for John Schneider's name in the cartoon world.
Well, you have several that are coming out. Can you talk about anything that projects that you?
Sure.
have?
Yeah. There's a new record coming out. Hopefully, you can find out about it at. Can I say a website?
You can talk about
JohnSchneider.tv. John Schneider, SCHNEIDER.TV. All the information you could want. Long time ago, when I used to do country music, I was told by a wonderful guy, Johnny Cash. I did a movie with Johnny Cash, and he said, one of these days, a song is going to find you that's going to force you back into the business. And a friend of mine wrote a song called The Promise. It's about what's going on today in our economic decline and some of the reasons for it. I heard this song and I had to record it. So look for The Promise. It should be coming out on YouTube next week. And then after that, probably iTunes and all that sort of thing. But it's a song that asks a very important question. Who took the promise from the promised land? Kind of a song you would think Jonathan Kent would like. Yeah, it's a tough love song. You can see me on 90210 as possibly the most horrifically nasty stepfather that's ever been on television. I know. What a change, huh?
What a description.
Oh, he's terrible. Just terrible. I said, what did I say last week to my son Liam? It's the young guy who had to go to a camp to get straightened out. And I say, you know, some people are just bad seeds. Liam is one of those. Liam is a waste of space, and he's right there.
Wow.
Oh my God, this is like the total antithesis of Jonathan Kent. But maybe I'll be too tough to kill. I've been pretty easy to kill on television lately, so maybe this will stop that trend.
Maybe the bad guy will stick.
Maybe so. It seems like bad guys stick around a little longer. Lionel Luthor outlived Jonathan, so
That's true.
yeah. They killed me on Secret Life, the American Teenager, too.
Oh yeah.
Dead. Went on a trip on a plane, gone.
But you did like 15 episodes on that one.
At least, yeah. Weird. My son, I got to plug my son. My son is Joe on Secret Life, the American Teenager. His name is Chasen. My real son's name is Chasen. He plays Joe, the guy that sells the phony IDs and homework and all that sort of fun stuff in the hallways at school.
Well, the viewers are asking a question that might segue into that
Sure.
one pretty easy. They want to know how long you've been acting, and now that your son's acting, are you telling him that it's a good career choice, or are you pushing him away from it into it? What do you think?
Any career choice your kids make is a good career choice. So many kids out there today, and when I was a kid too, so many young people have no idea what they want to do. That's why it's great to see. There's a bunch of young people here right now doing this. It's great to see you doing what you obviously love to do. I encourage him in everything he does. He does comedy sports, which is a cool thing, kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway, that they do in schools. He does the school plays. He does that show. My daughter is an anthropology major in Manchester, England. My other one is a speech therapist, and my youngest daughter is a volleyball player. She's almost 6'2", and she's a volleyball player who's just great. So anything my kids want to do, I encourage them to do it, because I know it's important for young folks to have a goal. And as a parent, you really can't care what it is, because they're not going to listen to you anyway, because I didn't listen. But I started acting at 8 years old. Went to the movies every Saturday. It's all I ever wanted to do, and it's really all I've ever done. And honestly, it's all I'm qualified to do, because I'm relatively uneducated.
I love it. So your parents, they didn't encourage you towards acting, or was that something they supported later?
When they found that that's what I wanted to do, my mother encouraged me toward it. My father wanted me to be more practical, have something to fall back on when it didn't work, or if it didn't work. So I learned how to play the guitar, and I did magic, and I did things. So if you watch through my career, when Dukes was canceled, I had a #1 country song, boom, the next month, right away. So I actually did. I mean, my father, I don't think, was trying to encourage me to have another entertainment career to fall back on, but it worked. So I will invariably, when the writer's strike hit California a year and a half ago, I was right here on Broadway doing Chicago. So I was one of the only people that I knew that was still working. So I took, my mother always said there wasn't anything I couldn't do if I put my mind to it. My dad always said you need to have something to fall back on, and I've been able to take both of their advice individually and collectively.
That's awesome. Our viewers want to know, you're at Comic-Con, you're doing a couple of these this year. Do you collect anything? Do you collect comics? Do you play video games? Do you have any
I try to play video games, but they're just beyond me. I have the Wii game. I do the golf thing. I can't believe I'm admitting this, but I do.
We're live.
You're live. I do play Hell's Kitchen on the Wii game. I know. How lame is that? But the other stuff, I mean, I see my son up there playing things. There is no way. There's not enough room in my sponge to be able to. I would have to make a career out of Halo. It couldn't be a hobby with me. So I used to collect cars.
Our chat room just lit up that you play the Wii.
I play the Wii, yeah, and I am Dukes of Hazzard was one of an early PlayStation game.
Right.
Yeah, so I have some history there. I just don't have the hand-eye coordination or mind to screen. I get nauseous.
You have to step out of the room for a second.
I do. I can't, because television's just so big now.
Right.
Sitting there and playing these things, I can't handle it.
Do you? You were saying you do collect something. You collected cards?
I collected cars. Yeah, I used to have all kinds of great. When I was doing Dukes, I had 16 cars, and it was not unusual to have to ride my bicycle to work because none of them would start.
Nice.
And I'm talking really serious cars. Still, they wouldn't start. So it's pretty crazy. But it's good to have a hobby. I like photography. I like golf. I finally took up golf. Tom Welling from Smallville.